All right, in this video, I want to explain to you how to gather phone number information for your leads. So, and this is in DropFunnels. I'll be using Aweber for our actual my autoresponder, but keep in mind that all the autoresponders, the steps are pretty much exactly the same in order to get this working for your autoresponder as well. So, in DropFunnels, I have an Optin Form, and as you see here, it collects phone number. Okay, phone numbers will not be sent in the API when you use the Optin Form API. So if you go into the Optin Form box, and I'll show you here, if you go into the Optin Form box and inside General, you have a service, and you're allowed to select whichever one you want. That will do the name and email address, but it will not do the phone number. So this bypasses this API altogether, and will create our contacts outside of the API. So what we're going to do is we are going to make sure that our Optin Form has choose here. So we don't want to choose any service, okay? And this is to make sure that nothing gets hosed as far as duplicate information. Some autoresponders will fail if there's already a name and email address in there. It won't update automatically. I know Aweber is like that. So I either have to select update or select to add a contact. So let's move on to our Aweber. Now in Aweber, I know that some autoresponders, again, will have an automatic, a default field for phone number, but Aweber does not, so I need to add a custom field. As you see here, I'm selecting my testing list. I come to list options, I set up a custom field, and I simply add phone number. I hit add, I hit save. So now phone number is now a field within my contacts. So now I can go back to my DropFunnels, and we will save this, make sure that it's saved without any service. And what we're going to do is we're going to use Zapier in order to do this. So if you don't already have a Zapier account, just go up to Zapier.com and log in with your Google email or whatever in the world email address you want, and it will create a free account for you. You do not have to upgrade. This is a very simple task. It's a one little step. So Zapier does not charge you for that. But we're going to come into Zapier. Once you're in there, we're going to click this button up here to make a zap. And we're going to choose an event. Now, with DropFunnels, we're going to use Webhooks. So Webhooks by Zapier is one of the built-in apps here. So we're going to select that. We're going to choose a trigger event. The trigger event is going to be catch hook. And we're going to continue. Now here, you're going to get a custom webhook URL. We're going to copy this by clicking the copy button over here. And we're going to come back into our funnel. Okay, so within our funnel, we are going to add, I got my little checkout test here. So in my settings, you'll see webhooks right over here on the right hand side. And you're going to click on webhooks and it says add new webhook. So within my webhook, I'm going to say opt-in with phone number. We're going to paste in the webhook URL. And our select event type, this is going to be lead created. And we're going to create this webhook. So what this is telling DropFunnels to do is anytime a lead is created, send data over to Zapier. Okay, so send all the raw data from that lead into this little script. Okay, that's all it's saying. Now we have to go back to Zapier and tell it what to do with that. Okay, but while this is on, I'm going to go back here to Zapier and I'm going to say continue. Now it says test and review. So I'm going to hit the test and review button, and you'll see here it says send new request. Send a new request to this web URL. We could not find a request. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back in here to DropFunnels, and I'm going to click on my checkout test, get my opt-in form back up here. I'm going to put in my information along with my phone number, and I'm going to hit the subscribe button. Now when I come back to Zapier, you'll see that if I test trigger, it now has data. Okay, so this is all the data that I just put in. Now from here, what I can do is I can click done, and then it says, so now that it caught the hook, okay, you'll see up here it says when this happens, catch hook. We've configured that portion. It says do this. Now what do I want to do? I want to send my information to Aweber. So if you're using a different autoresponder, select the other autoresponder out of the lists. There's popular, MailChimp's down here. There's all sorts of different ones if you go searching. So I'm going to select Aweber. My choose action event is going to be create a subscriber, and I'm going to hit continue. My Aweber account, I already have one configured in here, but if you do not have Zapier already, you do not have an autoresponder configured in here, what it will do is it'll just prompt you with a pop-up box. Just log in as you normally would to your autoresponder, and you'll be on your way. So I'm going to select my Aweber account there, and hit continue. Now here's where I can. I'm going to select my account, which is my default, my list. Now here, again, all autoresponders consider it something different. It could be a campaign, it could be a, name something different, but this is what you'll have to select in order to, make things work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down to my testing, my testing list. Now here, email, name, tags, phone number. Okay. This is all where you're going to map exactly what fields are going to go to what fields inside of Aweber. So in this case, what I'm going to do is, it says insert data. Here's all my hook data that came in. I can show all options, and here's everything that came through. So what it's looking for here is my email, and I'll select the data contact user email. I'll click off of that. My name, I'm going to do the same thing. Data contact full name, and click off of that. My tags, in here, if you have a campaign in Aweber situation, if you do have a campaign, you can type, in this case I could do, maybe I have a tag, maybe I have a campaign set to go off on a tag creation. So if someone comes in, and if a contact comes in and is tagged a certain thing, then, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say test follow-up. You can add multiple tags, which is beautiful. So my phone number, I'm going to do this, insert data, show all options. And my phone number is going to be right here, data contact phone. And I can click off of that, and I can go ahead and hit continue. Now what this will offer me to do is take that data that I just sent into Zapier, because it's holding it, and send it off to Aweber and verify that it's going to work correctly. So what I can do is I can hit the test and review button, and it says a test subscriber was sent to Aweber just now, and it seems to have succeeded. There's a big green bar. So what we'll do is we'll go over to Aweber and just verify that my information is in there. Here is my one person. So it says confirmation pending. I just went off and confirmed my actual my subscription. So here we'll say subscribed 6:23 p.m., which is all good. If I click on my subscriber info, you'll see that my tag is added. So this would have, sent out the campaign mails. And here's my phone number, all in there, nice and cozy. So I can hit save here. And what we'll do is we'll go back into Zapier, and we'll confirm that this is done. Okay, so I'm going to say done editing, and then it says your Zap is ready, turn it on and try it out. And that's it. You turn the Zap on, and now from here on out, you will be gathering phone number information from the opt-in form within DropFunnels if you choose to do that. So if you got anything out of this video, please thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff, and spread peace. We'll talk to you soon.